Gentlemen, to Total War Rome 2. So here we are with another Total War Tuesday. Haven't done one in a little while. In fact, the last one I did was also a Rome 2 replay. I haven't done a Warhammer replay in a little while. And that's just because I've been playing so much of the campaign of it, and I haven't played a whole lot of the multiplayer recently. However, with the release of the Beastmen DLC, rest assured that I will have another Total War replay for Warhammer out pretty soon involving the Beastmen. Now, I'd like to have that done by Thursday, but real-life circumstances are a little bit interesting right now in my life, so it could be next Tuesday. I hope that's not so. I mean, it shouldn't be too bad. I just need to get in and play a couple matches and grab one that was interesting. But anyways, without further ado, let's jump into this. So this is, again, one of the replays that Arius has sent in. He's going to be playing as the Arverni, and he's going up against Burgess. So let's go ahead and watch that and see what goes on here. So we have, for the Arverni, what looks like a Celtic warrior span. Celtic? God damn it, he corrects me every time I make one of these videos, but because of the fucking American basketball team, I get them mixed up, because one is pronounced one way and the other one is pronounced the other way. And so I always get it mixed up. Celtic or I think it's Celtic, actually. I think it's a heavy C, like a K. Yeah. So anyways, we have a Celtic warrior spam, some Levy Freeman, some of these, I believe they're heavy horses, Oathsworn. Let's go take a look. Oh man, this new graphics card looks lovely. I'm not used to the different zooming options, so in fact, it's very strange to be playing a Total War game that is not Warhammer right now. This looks, I don't know, it just feels different looking out across that. But let's go ahead and take a look here at what he's got. Yes, those are heavy horses. And then, yes, a bunch of Celtic warriors, some Oathsworn, two Oathsworn kind of on the back rows. He's moving up a lot of these heavy horses immediately. It looks like he's got 4 of those. Yeah, he's got 4 heavy horse units. He's moved them up first. He's got 6 heavy horses, actually. He's got 2 in the middle and then 2 on each flank. He's also got 2 Levy Freemen on each flank. Yes, he likes to build very, what's the correct word for it? Symmetrical armies, yes. That's the correct term for it. Very strange. It's a very weird feeling. I just put in, like over 200 hours now in Warhammer. So it's very different. Where the hell is the other player? Okay, so the other enemy or the other player must be somewhere here in these woods. So it looks like the Arverni, as Arius, are going to have to move up and make the first move. Looks like he's sending a couple of these heavy horses as probing forces. So expect missile fire to come pouring out of these trees pretty soon. Not particularly great having to gamble heavy horses for a scouting mission, but he doesn't really have any other options. I mean, he can approach with his whole army, but then he runs the risk of their plan coming into effect immediately, whereas with the heavy horse as the scouts, oh my god, they're over here. There's a unit up there. I'm sure you guys saw that. Oh, he's pushing them straight away in. They're going straight away into oh my god, I don't even know what these guys are. Mercenary Scutari. So this is Carthage again. So he's got mercenary Scutari, mercenary Balearic Slingers, mercenary Gallic Warriors. So he's got all sorts of mostly junk troops up front, and they've just gotten smashed by these heavy horses. The heavy horses will not, won't be able to take this battling forever, though. As you can see now, they are already routing, being too far away from their unit, and being tied down by all of this infantry just swamped down. But the whole point of that suicide charge was to buy any amount of time possible for the rest of the Arverni army to start moving up, and I'm pretty sure they're going to do some pretty heavy damage. If we can just take a look here, perchance at... maybe you can't do it, actually, in... Oh, there we go. Yeah, 74 kills, and I can't see where the other one is. 17 kills? Is that what I'm seeing? 17 and 74 kills. Yeah, so that's not terrible. It's not bad. Most of that damage was done on the precursor, which he wasn't going to be able to avoid. So he's going to take most of that damage up front anyways. He might as well just hit these guys as much as he can. You can see he did a bit of damage to some of them. It's not an ideal circumstance, but it needed to be done most likely. I feel it was appropriate. Then we have some heavy horse, mixing it up with some Carthaginian cav. 2 units of heavy horse, so they're going to take that Carthaginian cav pretty easily. Not actually sure why his opponent allowed him to have that engagement. 2 heavy horse versus 1 Carthaginian cav is definitely a loss. But off they go, riding away. It's just horses just fucking frolicking. They're like, finally, goddammit, we're free! Freedom! That's what they don't tell you. I don't know why I find this so amusing that there's these horses. They don't even look like they're scared or like running from fear. I mean, they're covered in blood, but they look like they're happy. They're just running off to freedom. Go be one with the wild now. Alright, so now we know that the main bulk of the Carthaginian force is over in these woods. We only have 8 minutes left in the battle, but we are going to go ahead and fast forward it now that we've seen the initial kind of engagements there, the little skirmishes on the sides. So we're going to triple speed it, actually. Okay, so Carthage is going to bring out their Cretan archers, mercenary Cretan archers, and Balearic slingers I saw as well. Yeah, so their missile troops came up front. We do know that the Scutari and the Italian swordsmen, lots of mercenaries in this army. In fact, this whole army is basically mercenaries. They're coming forward with their precursors. Going to take some hits on that mercenary cav unit. 5 deaths. They're probably going to take a couple more of those right away. 1 more death. So they're going to take about 10, give or take a few. 10 kills right there. So now I'm curious to see. Obviously, the Arverni can't have a missile skirmish with them, so he's going to have to move up his troops. I don't think they have 1 more unit of these Carthaginian cav. I'm not sure if I saw any more, though, initially. He's still got units that have broken off to chase them down. Libyan infantry, these heavy infantry, probably his heaviest infantry in his army, are chasing cav. And now they're about to pay the price for chasing cav. They're probably gonna kill that cav unit pretty easily, but now they're tied down. They're a long ways away from any help, and these Cretan archers and Balearic slingers or whatever can be cut off as well. So we do see Levy Freeman now joining in this fight, as well as we can see the 2 Oathsworn units are both heading in that direction now. And then we have the Levy Freeman over here, and the rest of his heavy horse getting ready to assault his right flank, or his left flank up here. So now you have a situation that you never want to be in, that I've talked about a few times. He is being outflanked. So far, I do believe that the Carthaginians have inflicted the heaviest casualties, but his infantry force now is separated. He's got part of his force here, part of his force here. So now the Arverni are going to be able to push in here with their Celtic warriors and then hit them from the side anywhere they want. With the cavalry, he's got the cavalry advantage there. And now he's separated some of the heavier infantry units, and he did sacrifice Levy Freeman and a heavy horse to get in there, but now his Oathsworn are in there, and they're going to tear these Libyan infantry a new asshole. And these guys might provide a little bit of a poke, but they're not going to do that much to the Oathsworn. And again, these Celtic warriors, it depends on who they're getting matched up against, but it's going to be a mixed bag in this fighting. But the Arverni just have more infantry available to them, period, from what I saw. However, there is still quite a bit of infantry back here. Mercenary Gallic warriors, mercenary Samite warriors. He's got a very interesting army, actually. A lot of... In fact, I think everything's a mercenary in this army. I don't think there's a Carthaginian unit besides the Carthaginian hoplites, noble cav units. Over here we have Celtic warriors mixing it up with some Carthaginian cav, and I think I saw an infantry unit in there as well. A mercenary Gallic warrior being killed. Cavalry units, with the aid of Levy Freeman, were able to pincer this mercenary Samite warrior. And now they're also getting hit in the back by some precursors, making these levy freemen very valuable, actually. You can do quite a bit of damage. 38. Now we have the noble cavalry here, the shot cav unit chasing after heavy cav, which probably isn't the best thing to do. These are shot cav after all, and they got caught here. They got caught by this heavy horse. Let's see if he can pull them through without taking too many losses. Nope, he's not going to be able to. Okay, so now he's caught by 2 heavy horses. So that noble cavalry unit, his general there, is going to die. Mercenary Samite warriors could easily beat out these levy freemen, but they are surrounded and pretty heavily damaged, so we'll see how that goes. Some Carthaginian cav coming here to reinforce, and he did manage to pull his general out, but it is fairly weakened. He's trying to lay it on with some mercenary Blarg slingers, but there's some Celtic warriors now moving into the trees to engage them. Along the front line, we see some heavy horses here engaged with Samite warriors. Looks like he lost a lot of these some of these engagements, actually. These Gallic warriors won. These Samite warriors are going to win. But over here, it looks like some of his units have won. His Oathsworn definitely won. And then he's got a Celtic warrior and an Oathsworn over here, finishing off the last of his flank here on this side. It's just a single Italian swordsman unit now. And over here on this flank, he's done exceptionally well. He's even got some extra units here for flanking maneuvers. And so he is outflanking him in this little copse of trees. This little grove is now going to be a special on the National Geographic. And yeah, he just charged his general into precursors and into a full unit of Celtic warriors, which normally wouldn't be too bad, but it's already really low, and now it's at 14, and he's going to go ahead and charge them again into more units. So his general's going to go down there. He's got a heavy horse chasing after these Samite warriors, it looks like. Or no, they're running away. They're trying to get in for another charge. Reinforcing his line here with an extra Oathsworn that he brought in from his left flank. Then over on the right flank, you can see that the Samite warriors are actually doing quite good now that they are in combat. Although they're facing the wrong way now, which is interesting. I'm not sure they quite understand which side the battle's actually coming from, but oh well, these levy freemen seem to be just happy to to sit there as well. Now we have their Carthaginian cavalry coming in here, catching this heavy horse. This heavy horse is pretty much doomed, but over here on the left flank, he has one things out. It looks like the general is probably dead. So now it's a matter of catching what's left of the Carthaginian army with the remainder of his. He's got some Oathsworn Celtic warriors he's got to get up, and it looks like 3 more Celtic warriors over here in the middle of the trees. This heavy... Oh, that's a Celtic warrior. I guess he lost his other heavy horse as well. These guys are chasing off the Blarg slingers. Looks like he's happy to let them chase him to the edge of the map. Wow, I think I'm just talking way too fast, but yeah, so that looks like it's going to be the end of things for Carthage. He's still got a decent fighting chance in the center until all these units get here, though. He's about to get hit by 4 Celtic warriors and an extra Oathsworn, and he's already got an Oathsworn and a heavy horse there, although this heavy horse looks like it's about to rout. Both the levy freemans have routed. The mercenary Samite warriors dealt with them pretty easily once they got engaged in actual melee combat with them. But they're not... Oh, that was a surprise. I didn't even see this unit coming up. Got a Celtic warrior holding the Samite warriors off. They probably would have done some good if they were able to hit maybe these Oathsworn from a side or something, outflank them, but unfortunately, they're not going to be able to do that, and it looks like without their general and with heavy losses, the remainder of the Carthaginian army is going to rout. And there you have it. Lovely stuff. Pretty well played on both parts for the most part. Lots of kills on some of these units. The Arverni are a pretty good faction. You can see these Celtic warriors for the money actually did pretty damn well in most regards. And of course, the Oathsworn pulled off quite a few kills. The Levy Freeman, as cheap as you get them, pulled off a decent, well, not a decent amount of kills, but you get them for pretty cheap, so they provide you with an extra tool there. Heavy horses, not as many kills as I would have thought, actually, but I suppose he did have to sacrifice a lot of these heavy horses to hold off units and to provide his infantry more time to maneuver. So they weren't able to be used as well as heavy horse normally would be able to, but they did their job quite well. Noble Cav, Carthaginian Cav, mixed bag there. Blarg Slingers, some of them did all right. Cretan Archers, not too well. Libyan Infantry, this was the heavy unit that he went charging off. Would have done better if he would have kept that as a solid center for his line, or just went straight for the Oathsworn instead of... Well, I would have tried... I don't know. Anyways, yeah, you can see the kills. It was a reasonably close amount of deployed. Arius as the Arverni obviously killed more, but the Carthage player did all right himself. Especially just a mixed bag on his part. Anyways, I'm gonna stop ranting and let you guys get back with your day. So thank you again so much for watching. Again, there will be a Beastman replay coming up relatively soon. So look forward to that. And in the meantime, guys, I hope you have a wonderful day, and I will see you in the next episode. Thanks for watching.